The fourth pillar is fasting during the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. Because Islam follows a lunar calendar, Ramadan rotates around the seasons, moving back 11 days each year. Each day in the month of Ramadan, Muslims abstain from food, drink, and sexual activity from dawn until sunset. Muslims begin their fast before dawn. Most families wake up for a pre-dawn meal before the morning prayer. Muslims break their fast at sunset. Fasting is meant to be a means of practicing self-control, God consciousness, and sympathy for those less fortunate. By controlling one's physical desires and abstaining from all negative behaviors such as lying, gossiping, backbiting, and fighting, fasting trains one to control the inner self. Ramadan is also a month of intense spiritual rejuvenation, during which Muslims spend extra time reading the Quran, performing special prayers, and making an extra effort to refrain from bad behavior. Muslims are especially charitable and generous in Ramadan, sharing food and money with those in need, as well as sharing meals with friends and family. During the month of Ramadan, it is common for Muslims to go to the local mosque to attend special evening prayers. Since fasting requires good health, those who are physically unable to fast are exempt from fasting. This would include the elderly, the sick, pregnant or nursing women, travelers, and young children. Ramadan is a very special time of the year for Muslims, who see it as an opportunity to renew their faith, cleanse themselves physically and spiritually, give up bad habits and adopt good ones, and grow closer to God through acts of worship and good deeds.
Pilgrimage to Mecca, or the Hajj in Arabic, is the fifth pillar of Islam. Once in a lifetime, every adult Muslim who has the physical and financial ability should make the pilgrimage. The pilgrimage takes place during the 12th month in the Islamic calendar, known as Dhul Hijjah, over a period of several days in and around the city of Mecca. The pilgrimage is the largest annual gathering of over 2 million Muslims of varied races and ethnicities performing the same rituals. The pilgrimage is a commemoration of the trials of Prophet Abraham and his family. Among the steps in the pilgrimage is walking around the Kaaba, an empty cube-shaped building covered with a black cloth about 40 feet on each side. Muslims believe that it was built by Prophet Abraham and his son Ishmael, so that people would gather to worship one God. The most significant day of the pilgrimage is the day when all Muslims gather on a plain called Arafat. They spend the day there in prayer, remembering the Day of Judgment amidst a sea of pilgrims dressed in simple white clothing, symbolizing the equality of all people.
In summary, the 5 pillars of Islam are the declaration of faith, prayer, charity, fasting, and the pilgrimage. Finally, there are 2 major Islamic holidays, Eid al-Fitr, or the festival of fast breaking, and Eid al-Adha, or the festival of sacrifice. The first festival, Eid al-Fitr, is a holiday at the end of Ramadan to celebrate the successful completion of the month of fasting. The second major holiday, Eid al-Adha, is celebrated at the end of the pilgrimage season. Both of these festivals begin with a special congregational prayer in the morning, followed by a short sermon. After the prayers, there are festivities for the whole family, and children receive gifts. For Eid al-Adha, Muslims also sacrifice a lamb, goat, or cow to commemorate Prophet Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son. People share the meat of the sacrificed animal with the poor and the needy.
Oh, the white moon rose over us from the valley of Wada, and we owe it to show gratefulness where the call is to Allah.
طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع.
رسول الله حبيب الله نبي الله شفيع الله رسول الله